Welcome to the ninth episode of the Out on Loan podcast. As always, I'm your host, Jeff Canova, with the return of the man himself, Mr. Rich Charging, who
Yes,
isn't
sir.
who isn't in California anymore. He's in New York, New York,
New
New
York
York,
City.
New York. Because we
Yes, sir.
love New York, the city. Obviously,
Yep.
they say New York is the father. Obviously, LA is like the mother home of
Mm-hmm.
the United States. It's Hollywood. You got the sunshine, the best weather in this nation.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously you got the father, the staple ground of the American dream, of politics, even, of city, of nightlife, style, swag,
Everything, man. I got everything.
New York. How's New York been, man? How's it been for you down there?
Uh, yeah, man.
3 weeks? 3 weeks now, right? You just finished
Yeah,
week three?
just concluded week three. Um, both living here and also at the new job that I got. It's like I've been a city boy all my life, with the exception of 4 years that I went to Duke. So, and even then, like it's been an adjustment. Like this city, it like toughens you up really quickly. Like it's fast, it's quick. Everybody's ambitious. Everybody's like moving somewhere to like get their stuff done. Nobody's waiting for anybody. And then I mean, like, yeah, weather-wise, it's been fine now, but in a month or two, it's gonna start getting brutal. So yeah, it's going to be a challenge. Every day is going to be a challenge. Every month's going to be a challenge. But that's why I moved to the city. To challenge myself, to grow myself, away from home again, away from family, like I did for college. And yeah, it's so far on the right track.
Hopefully, if something comes up for me, I'll be joining you, and we'll have our own studio, and
Brother,
we'll
you're
be we'll
always
be
welcome.
dominating the comedy shows and the podcast
You
in
already
the
know
city
it.
of New York. But I'm
Sure.
laughing because your description of the last 3 weeks for you in New York is just giving me the perfect layup for
Yeah.
my transition. And layup,
Okay.
I mean, I'm bringing up the Lakers cap because that's a team that I'm actually going to be excited for um, next week when we start preseason
Mm.
games. Can't wait to see Luca. Can't wait to see how LeBron comes in for this new upcoming coming season. Even though he's had contract issues, but maybe we'll get some late. Maybe we'll do our own little Lakers monthly recap. The season. And then
That'll be
maybe we'll do
fun.
some playoff talk. That would be fun. We'll see. Robin Stone Productions. Shout out to Robin Stone as always. Obviously, that Alone podcast produced by Robin Stone Pictures. But yeah, you were talking about how it's rough out there.
Hmm.
It's tough. It's it's you got to fight for yourself, and the next
Ah,
two
Jeff.
months, the next 2 months are gonna be
Jeff.
brutal as things get
Jeff.
worse. And it kind of really just describes not only your life in New York and the
Yeah.
life for a lot of people in New York, but just the
Yep.
entire Manchester United fan base. I mean,
Mhm. Mhm.
look, we
Yeah,
had Kieran
I
Keneally. We're still waiting for you two to team up and have that dynamic duo. Maybe we'll have you guys when Ruben gets a sack. Maybe that will happen. And right, we'll probably
nah. We can do it early. I mean, like I'm
no.
all
I don't know,
set up
man. I
ish
don't
for
know,
now.
man,
What
because
you mean, bro?
it just been a rough weekend for I think both of us and Kieran
Yeah.
and all United fans, all Madrid fans. We'll go into Madrid soon, obviously, because I think we've had. Actually, I don't know. No, actually, you guys had it worse, man. 3-1 loss away at Brentford again. Another loss at Brentford, and similar to how it's just a bogey team. It's always been the bogey team
Yeah.
for United these last few years. Um, Brentford came in with I don't even know what type of I don't even know what the records was. They came in with no wins, barely any draws,
Yeah. Like they were
and
basically in the
3-1
bottom half.
bottom
Like
half.
I think
But
about well, maybe they were in relegation ish.
they're in
Seven,
relegation
six.
battle.
Yeah.
But you know
Because
what?
they only have 4 points.
This is a relegation battle even for United. I mean, this is just the lows of lows. I'm hearing stats like 27% win percentage. Um, Another Bruno Fernandes missed penalty. I mean, the bright side, Sesko got his goal.
Hmm.
But I I don't know what to say, man.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean,
you
well,
you're supposed to pick up those results from last week
yeah,
after a great win against Chelsea. It's a great
you're
win
right.
that you can get, and then this happens.
Yeah, so that's
What did you see in that game?
well, it was like what 7:30 in the morning for me. So it was like the first. I had a lot of hope coming into this game because this was the first game that Cunha, Sesko, and Mbumo started together. Prem game. Usually it's like Sesko like coming off the bench or like Cunha was like hurt, but now he's back, and I had a lot of hope, especially after like last weekend's game, which it's unfortunate that I couldn't like join that episode and talk about that game with you guys, but we had all those chances that was created, being in the offense, just attacking. Yes, we had that luck where like their goalkeeper got a red like 5 minutes in, but it's like we still just couldn't capitalize. Like, yeah, the final scoreline was like 2-1, but realistically it should have been like 4-1, 5-1. And that's just like the root cause, I feel like, of every problem. We, for whatever reason, just can't score. Whenever we create a chance, we overcomplicate ourselves once we get into that box, that penalty box. We don't know what pass to make. We don't know what shots to take. We don't know what crosses to make. Well, if there's like an overlapping run, we like delay the crap out of that pass. I mean, it is all in all just super frustrating. It's like the system is there, the progression is there, the positive play, like you name it, passing, whatever, it's all there. But it's for whatever reason, like we just don't know what to do in that final third, in that penalty box, and that's where we just keep on like shooting ourselves in the foot. We take the shots, we either miss them or it gets miraculously saved. We make the wrong passes when there was like a much simpler pass to make, a much simpler shot to take, but we complicate the pass. I mean, it's just like a mixed bag of like the good, the bad, the ugly, and until we can't decide our final product, what that would be, what that should look like, we're gonna struggle. It doesn't matter. It's with Amorim's 3-4-2-1. It doesn't matter if it was like Ten Hog's whatever, like 4-2-3-1. It doesn't matter. You could get Mourinho. You could get Pep Guardiola. You can get Luis Enrique. Whoever it is, finishing that final third. If we keep on overcomplicating ourselves, if we're not decisive, a little more aggressive on that, and scoring those goals, putting that ball in that net, we're not gonna win games. Simple.
Yeah, I'm just I mean it's just a broken record with the way you're describing how poor United have been this game. Because I mean, you can say that for almost every game besides probably the Chelsea game where they
Hmm.
actually were clinical. Um, I'm happy for Sesko. Obviously, I've been his
Yeah.
biggest um just doubter,
Yeah.
but I'm happy he got his goal today. But
Yeah, and it just
but again, it goes back to whether he'll keep it up for the next few games. How he'll be able to manage all those tangibles, which is not knowing how to offensively create chances and being clinical when you have to be clinical.
hmm.
So I don't know what to say about United. I think Ruben is in the hot seat right now. I think it's a. I think, and I don't want to fully blame it on him because I mean, let's look at the players, right? You have Luke Shaw still playing for this team.
Because we
I don't want to say what I want to say about him because this will get me banned and I can probably lose my career out of this.
okay.
But so I
Where's this
won't
going?
say
Where is this going?
that dude needs to hit hit the gym, bro.
I won't lie. Up until today, I feel like so far, for the most part, he was solid. Like he wasn't anything special or anything crazy, but I thought he was all right. I mean,
But
we
he's not
are a
good enough.
little. I can agree with that. It's just like I think because we're missing. Well, Mazraoui was hurt this game. Lisandro Martinez, we're still waiting for him. Like he's not going to be available till January. Um, I mean, like we still have like options, like I guess Aiden Heaven, Diego Leon, but like
No,
those
but
guys
I
are
think
still
even
really young, and like I don't know, like
right.
I guess Amorim
No, but
doesn't want to like put
this is
them right in the fire.
no, that's completely fair. But this is what I mean when I say this guy should have been gone now for almost like 2 or 3 years
I agree.
because you should have had like another backup or piece that Premier League proven, whatever. Maybe he's not a world beater, but I mean, you can put him into these games like against Brentford or against Brighton, where like you know what, maybe it's not you're not gonna play him against Barca or you might or a Man City, but for God's sake, don't can he be sustainable for a game against Brighton? And
Yeah,
Luke Shaw just is not that. He's not capable at any level, and it's just
yeah,
I'm just shocked that he's still there. It's just and it's funny because it's not even like people will be like, oh, well, Madrid had like Lucas Vasquez at one point and he was awful. But it's like, well, Lucas Vasquez has shown moments of brilliance as being an amazing leader, captain, has won you games with a penalty kick, and he's had moments and he's a winner. Or any other veteran like that, who's been long at the club. This
yeah.
guy has not done anything for this club that can warrant just being staying
Mm,
that long.
nah, I don't know. Well, for Dama, the last 2 3 years, yeah, that's because he's also been like really injured. But I think especially in the late like 2018, 2019, 2021,
No,
that run he had with
what
the
what did he
Euros
do?
22, what
Cool.
he
The
literally
Euros. That's
he literally
that's that's cool. That's beautiful.
bro,
Did he
he
win the
was like
thing?
he was literally one of their best like left backs for the country. Like
But
forget
that's
United, for the
that's
country.
nice. That's no for the country. That's beautiful, but not for
And like
United.
arguably you could say he was like a top
But
15,
he
top
hasn't done
20 at
anything.
that
My
time.
my point is he hasn't done anything to
I mean,
warrant that.
United as a whole hasn't
There's a
really
lot of
won.
players that have had great runs in like Payet has had great runs in the Euros. Yeah, he got shipped out when he was poor.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like I'm talking about like just experience, like just proven. A run isn't gonna prove me anything. If it's just one run, really, out of your whole career. How
I
old is
mean,
he?
it wasn't.
31?
I think you're being a little
No,
harsh.
no, I'm not being harsh because this team is
I,
awful and this team sucks and the
I'm
culture
not
around it
talking about. I'm not
sucks.
talking about current Luke Shaw though. I'm talking about like that era from 20, like starting with the Mourinho to the Ole to like even the first season of Ten
But
Hag
even then he was
before
poor
he had
during
that
those
break.
times. No, even then during those times he was poor.
I
There
don't
was
know,
question
man.
marks around. Yeah, yes he was. Yes he was. Yes he was.
Maybe at
He had
most he was, but
potential.
like he was like really good. He was pretty
He had
good.
like 1 or 2 years where like, oh, he might be the best. They were calling him
Shawberto
what
Carlo, baby.
Shaberto Carlos. And
Shawberto
I
Carlo.
remember because he had that 1 year and I said everyone, guys,
Yeah.
calm down now. That's 1 year that he's been having a good tier. We're not calling him Shaberto Carlos. That is just absolutely ridiculous.
I mean,
After
well,
one
what do you
year,
expect, man? We're just Gen Z football fans. Like we're anytime we see
no, I
somebody,
know that. I know that,
somebody could
but
have
it's
like a
just
little skill flick, and like we're gonna call him like the prime
no.
Zidane or
That's fair.
whatever.
That's you're
We
not
we
wrong
love
there.
to
You're not
we
wrong
love
there.
to overlove and overhate. I think as fans
You're right
in
there.
today's
You're not
world.
wrong.
So
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right there. But again, I think he's not the only one, man. Emmanuel Garte,
yeah,
yeah. I know Kieran is a big fan of the Ligt, but today wasn't his best game.
yeah.
Harry
That
Maguire.
that second goal, unfortunately,
Harry
like the leg
Maguire,
just couldn't check that ball.
yeah. Harry Maguire is a complicated one because, funny enough, he's had moments where I'm like, you know what, dude, United would be nowhere without him.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
can't
he's
even blame you
literally
starting
him and Delict are like literally two of our biggest threats when it comes to like corners and like
corner
set
set pieces,
pieces,
which is like what you're gonna do. And
and
you
like
know what?
even
Call me
both
crazy, but
Maguire.
call me crazy. He's Premier League proven, I guess, and he's actually
Who
decent for England. Harry,
Maguire?
yeah,
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's like well,
yeah,
he's been in the Prem his whole life, so like
yeah. So
yeah,
it's like I get that, even though he is not up to their standards, but he should be like your backup piece for these games, not your main starting center back. That's my point.
mm,
That no, he's not.
agree to
He's not a
disagree.
world
I guess.
beater.
Well,
No, he's not.
hey, I mean,
He shouldn't be a starter this consistently. That's what I'm trying to say. He should be a good backup piece. He
okay,
was
then
never worth 80 million.
who do you expect? Like, what do you want? Like some
New
15-year-old from our
transfers, new
academy?
transfers.
Dude, I mean, we needed to like. I think you can agree with this. Like this summer, the outgoings that we had, they needed to go, right?
Right.
the Sanchos, the Antonys, and you saw how hard it can be, especially for
Right.
United to like because we overpaid them like insanely. Salary was also like off the roof,
Right.
and then obviously they just don't perform
No, that
at all to
I
their standards. And then
right.
like getting to like try to somehow make a profit out of them, bro, it's damn near impossible. So the fact
Right.
that the Ratcliffe and Co were even able to like get something out of it,
Yeah.
I'd like give them big credit. You can't like you know this, so you can't get a whole starting 11 flipped out of the
Oh, I
team.
know that. I know that, but that's what's just I'm saying. Like, just how poor the squad is, and it's not part. It's that's why I'm saying it's not all Ruben's fault, because I think the
Yeah,
squad that he has is just awful, and
and
it's part of really the big problem being the owners, not only just Ineos, but the ones from
the
the Glazers from
Glazers and the
from
Ed
back in the day, and
Woodwards and
this is
those
why I said
guys.
this is why I said this season's over, because this is like this is not good enough, because part of it there's just too many factors that are ruining it, and there's just still a lot of players that should not be on this team. And I said this why this season's over, but I'm praying that next year they're better. But again, how many times are we gonna say this for United? It's just I'm hoping that there's change. But the other player I want to
Yeah,
call the goalkeeper. How do you pronounce his name, man? I'm notorious for not pronouncing names correctly.
are we
Although I did
talking
get
about are we
Ekatike
talking
right
about
this time.
are we talking about Turkish guy or Belgian guy?
I don't even know, man, because I know they're
The
both
starting
in the
Altay
start. The one
Altay Binder,
Time Binder,
Altay Binder or Altay
Alta
Binder if you want to call him American, I guess.
Binder,
Binder. Yeah.
Binder.
What about
Well, he
Mr.
was
Altay?
poor,
You want to say he was
just
poor?
awful, awful,
I
sucks.
call me crazy. I think today was like probably one of his like best games he's played
Oh, really?
because
That was his
because
best. That
I
that that was that was his
I
best game.
I kid you not, man. If you saw him, usually, especially set pieces, man, like corners, this man crumbles. Like he's absolutely indecisive. Like when it comes to like either like grabbing the ball or like or even like clearing the ball away. Like he doesn't know how to punch the ball, or like
Yeah,
he tries to like kind of flop like when players are like putting pressure on him and like that. So many players have just like had like easy tap-ins over
yeah,
him. Like they just do. But today, I swear to God, he had like two, three like very good like reflective saves. He was also much more confident, especially with the long throws. Brentford, they're really good with the long throws, and he was able to like claim those balls pretty confidently. I agree. He should not be our starting goalkeeper. He should not. He should be like from the
yeah,
bench,
yeah.
and that's why I think like I'm honestly
But
waiting to
even then, from
see
the bench, I don't trust him too.
Lamens to like start. I think he will be the better player in the
Yeah,
end product wise.
yeah,
But as some people were saying, like Ruben might have been waiting for Lamens like to get his debut and everything like at Old Trafford. So maybe next weekend we see him. At the same time,
yeah,
like Altai, I think he did the best he could. I think the first two goals came from the defense just absolutely
yeah,
switching off. I mean, the first goal just came out of absolutely nowhere. We all thought like, oh, it's gonna be offside. Maguire
yeah,
barely just played him onside, and
yeah.
I mean, like booting that ball away, having the man
I
all
think
the
the
way up
problem.
front,
I think that I
and then
have the
that
problem.
finish was insane too. And then obviously
Yeah,
that second goal with like Delic losing that long ball and just them again taking advantage of it. Like two
yeah,
shots, two goals. Like that's the type of clinicalness that we just don't have at all that we miss. But then on the other side, when that team like they go on a counter and make use of their opportunities they get,
yeah,
that's where we're screwed.
yeah. I just think I think the third goal that they can. I think he should have done better with that.
I
I think
agree.
that one. I
But
think
like
that
by
one, and
then
then
like the game was already over. And like you already
I
saw
know
like
that
the last
but still, it's like you want to. You still like, for example, Fede's mistake today. For
yeah.
example, yeah, the game was over, but keep the fucking score line. Say, I'm sorry if I, sorry for my French, but I'm sorry. It just makes me mad.
Nah, you're
Keep the
good.
score line low. You don't want to
Yeah.
make it even more embarrassing, because then people are gonna look at the score line and be like, "Damn, we
Damn,
can
like
see it
y'all got
3 goals to
cooked.
Brentford. Damn, we
Yeah.
can see it at 5 goals to
5 goals.
Atletico Madrid."
Yeah.
Sorry for a little spoiler, but yeah,
Yeah.
damn, like we really did that. So that's my first thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, the goalie I think should have done better, and I don't know if it was the first or the second one, but it was the one where he was on the right hand, his right near post. he blocks it, but he
Saves
like
it.
deflects it. Yeah, that's just
Like
weak hands.
it's weird,
Like
but I mean, like it was like a close range shot. Like I think he did the
no, I
best he
know,
could.
but he should have. No, I know that,
Somebody
but he's got to
somebody
be
should have like
stronger. The
Luke
problem,
Shaw. Luke Shaw was slow to
well,
track
yeah,
his
it's
man,
just
and he should
everything.
have been
I
there to
think,
clean it.
yeah, no, I'm just saying. I think it's just he needs to have stronger hands. That's all I'm just trying to say.
I
Stronger
agree.
hands, stronger
I,
reactions.
I
But
agree.
again, I'm not. Again, I think for United, there's no one that you can individually point at. I can go out here and start laughing at Bruno because he missed a penalty, but it's like it's not his fault. Like
Yeah.
his team, like now he
The
wasn't
team
good
as a
today.
whole, yeah.
He wasn't good today, and the conversation about him getting sold are being talked about again. And I like
I can,
it
yeah,
could have been the Saudi links that are messing with his head
yeah,
that are having him doubt, and that could be that. But again, once you're going through those type, and I think Vinny's going through that as well, where like you're having doubts about him. Rodrigo's going through those thoughts as well. Where you're like, should I go for the money or should I stay at this club? You know what I'm saying? So that messes up with a player, and some of them just go the easy way out and just escape.
yeah,
That's one of the things that Saudi has been really, I think, messing up for all teams is with these stars. So like, should I go to Saudi and get the bag, get the money, boom, 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 Cardi B type stuff, get the money out, get all that stuff out,
yeah.
make it rain and have your generation settled, or do you want to continue at this club and actually make a name and a stamp for yourself in the legacy? And it's just affecting a lot of players. Like you're seeing it with Vinny.
Mm-hmm.
Bruno's probably going through that right now. Probably Ronaldo had those thoughts too before he went to Saudi. I mean Neymar too, and I think Neymar was like, should I stay here or should I go back to my hometown? And that's why he wasn't even that good at Saudi. I know he got injured, but still, it's like those things got into your head. So I don't know. That's probably affecting Bruno. Um, but and I think the main one today was Ruben. Um, you have to figure something out, man. Some
Yeah.
of the decisions that I mean, I heard Ugarte had a good game and he should have kept him on and he took him out.
I don't
I
know.
mean, Mainu's not getting no starting spot, which I think for me is just how. Um, but again, look, I'm not saying he should get sat. I mean, everything is screaming that he's on the hot seat because you can't at this rate. I mean, what are United at right now at the table? I haven't even looked because
For I believe 14th.
you're 14th. You have 7 points. You're 4 points above Aston Villa, who are in the relegation zone,
Yeah.
which is just not good enough, man. It's
It's
just not.
embarrassing.
It is really embarrassing because this is and again, I'm going back to the status of a team that is united. Come on, man. You can't be this low into the Premier League. You can't. You can have a rough year, but at this point, it's like, are we really looking at both teams from Brentford United, and you're not telling me that you can't win that? You have all these quality. Like, I'm sorry, these are better players.
No,
Theoretically, these
you're
should be
right.
better players.
You're
These
right.
are like Maguire, Luke Shaw, Delort, Ugarte, who plays for the national team of Uruguay, Bruno, Cunha, Embuemo, Sesko. I mean, these are 80, 70, 60, 40 million-pound players, and you're losing against Brentford players? You're
Yeah.
losing against, what was the team that from the fourth division? What was the team's name? I forgot their name. You lost to that team.
Grimsby. Yeah.
Grimsby. Grimsby. And I know you beat Chelsea, but again, I want to go back to the what if Robert Sanchez did not get that red card? I'm being serious. Who
We
knows?
still would have won.
But I'm just saying, who knows? I'm just saying, who knows? Maybe
But
it's a
nah,
draw
you're right.
against.
You're right. Like
But
maybe.
it's just
Yeah.
embarrassing standards. And look, you know how United fans are, and this is what I mean. United, Barca, Madrid, Bayern, I'll even include, are like
Yeah.
has like the largest fan bases in the world, and through that there comes pressure and
Mm-hmm.
expectation. Whether the fan base is being delusional or not, it doesn't matter. You're still gonna get scrutiny no matter what.
Right.
And through that, he's in the hot seat. He just is. It's unfortunate. And I feel sorry for him because I can already see the cycle repeating once again. Another United manager who had high expectations, who was killing it before he went to United, who had everything properly set up when he was at Sporting, or when he was at Ajax, or when he was at even Chelsea or Madrid or the historic teams that they were at. And then they just fall off because there's no changes. The culture sucks. The stadium sucks. not the stadium, the infrastructures at the training facility suck. Where probably you're not getting the best of the best
I mean, we just
recovery.
literally invested 50 million in Carrington.
No,
It's
I
like
know
a
that.
whole
I know
nother.
that, but you just started. This is what I'm saying. So it's like
Yeah.
maybe for the new
I
manager that comes in, but it's just a
yeah.
mess.
What I'll say though, like to finish it off before we like move on to La Liga, progress has been stagnant slash up and down, but and I don't know. I still believe in Ruben, but at the same time, like, yeah, will Ruben be there to like lead this team to glory, to lead
I
this
don't know,
team
man.
to like better days? We don't know. However,
I
what I'll
don't know.
say though, at least in the last 2 years, there's been much more clear progress when it comes to building a team and at least like building the right profiles while being smart with money, investing in the right infrastructure like Carrington, like
Yeah,
and
and the
then
new
also like
stadium
the
too,
academy too, and the new stadium as well, which there
which
has
matters a
been.
lot. I don't think people understand how much that matters.
Yeah, for sure, and there's been like plans of like probably starting in 2030, 2031, maybe even later. There's like a whole team that's like working on it, getting the development part started. So what I'm saying is like present, it's super bleak, but the future, man, maybe it's that hope that kills you, but future is bright. I think the brightest it's been from like the last 3, 4, 5 years, however
Yeah,
one you want to say it. There's the
yeah,
players at this point, yeah, they may not be performing, but like the system, I think it's getting set. I think Ineos knows what they're doing. The like they've been like smart with their money and the investments. And like once that inner side is like good, that club culture improves.
yeah.
I think like it becomes much easier to like have result whether you are a good team or a
Right.
mid team, like whatever that case may be. So and like I
Yeah,
said, I don't know if Ruben will be there for it. I would love to see him for him to be there and like
yeah.
lead this team. I still believe in him despite all the horrendous results that we've been receiving, but we don't know. Like we can't tell the future. So all there is
I want
just
to.
to wait and see.
I want to believe in him because I've seen this story played out so many times. It's just like, what is the point of sacking them and getting cool? Like I'm hearing they want to get Raiola. What is that gonna do? No
Yeah.
offense to him. What is that gonna do? You're
Like
gonna
no,
bring another kind.
that's the
What
only
is that
other
gonna do?
guy that I can think of because like Prem Proven like took Brentford. I mean,
But
sorry,
what is that gonna do?
Bournemouth.
What this? You
But
still are
yeah,
gonna
you're
have the
right.
same
Like you're
players,
still exactly like you're still he'll have his own system and he'll rely on wingers and it's like damn this
right?
team has no wingers except for really
Right.
Ahmad and Bumo. Somebody has to play on
Exactly.
the left. Like who are you playing on
Right.
the left? There's all these
Yeah.
questions that comes up. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And yeah, but to end it off, really, I mean, we're looking at their next three games. Oh God, man, I think really the
I know
kicker will be.
Sunderland home, Liverpool away. Who was the other one?
I
Oh.
look if he, I think they'll beat Sunderland. I think they will.
Even though
But look, if
Sunderland, surprisingly, they're like fifth on the table right now. I believe no fourth.
well,
They're
then
fourth
maybe I
on the
should
table.
lower up the. But I want to believe that this United team will respond, and I think Ruben will has to figure something out now
I agree.
because the time is ticking on it. Because if he loses to Sunderland, I don't know where that puts him in the table, probably even lower, near 16th or 17th. Then you have Liverpool, and then you have Brighton. I don't want to. I don't want to say too much, but look, if this doesn't go well for the next two games, I think he's gone, man. I think Ineos will react. I think with the board, Ratcliffe, whoever's running, I think they'll react. I think the fan base will turn on him too, and I feel sorry for him because I think maybe this just wasn't it for him. Maybe
Yeah.
it was too early, but we're gonna stay in the Prem for a bit before we go on to I think the main event. No, actually I don't know. I don't know what's even the main event, man. I don't. But a lot of teams just didn't win today.
Yeah.
Chelsea,
Chelsea
I've had my
lost.
look. I've had my conversation. They're starting to become fraudulent.
You think so?
Yep. I said it. Look, man.
I mean, I also think like Brighton has
I
their
expect
numbers usually. No, I could be wrong. I don't
still.
know.
I
But yeah,
expect more from a lot of players, and I've had my conversations about.
Another red card.
Another red card. Their defense. We need to have conversations about Chelsea, man. I think if you know what's funny? We're crapping on United when Chelsea are just 1 point above them.
Hmm.
The supposed Club World Cup champions. And this is why I said about the Ballon d'Or rankings. They put players in conversation that they shouldn't be. I don't know Cole Palmer didn't play today, but I'm talking about Chelsea
Yeah,
as a whole.
that's kind of crazy.
That thing, I'm telling you, starting to look a little bit questionable. A little bit questionable.
Wait, who?
Um,
Cole Palmer or just that
no,
team?
Chelsea, just that team.
Oh, okay. I
Cole,
said a second. Like,
I'm not. Yeah, because Cole Palmer, I'm not gonna
yeah,
crap
you
on Cole
can't diss
Palmer.
Palmer, bro.
Yeah, he didn't even play. No,
Yeah,
I mean, I've been very critical, not critical, but I've been very questionable on him in terms of his rankings. Because if I don't know, we've had the
yeah. No,
episode after the
I did
Ballon
see
d'Or.
that. Yeah,
The fact that I said that I don't think he was the eighth best player in the world, and there was some really questionable decisions on whether or not he's very hard to rate as a player because he can
for
be
sure.
very inconsistent and overrated, but then underrated at the same time. It's really weird. But I think
Yeah,
for Cole Palmer, I'm not obviously Chelsea, but Chelsea, watch out, man. They're similar to United, two more, and they're worse because they've spent, I think, way more, way more.
there was this insane stat I saw. It was like, I don't know if it was Esteval or whoever their 49th signing was in like the last 4 years. Our 49th signing was under Herrera back in 2014. And their 49th signing since 2021 was like this, like one, I forget his name. I think it was a Dutch player since
Yeah,
2021. In 4 years, 49 signings, while ours was 11 years ago. Like,
insane.
dude, all that capital pumped in. Yeah, you got the Club World Cup out of it, but it's like, have you? And I thought, and I especially after
Again,
last year,
culture.
the way they finished top, what was it, fourth, fifth, playing champs. I thought like, oh dang, like even though they had two really bad seasons, they all of a sudden just like turned it around. And it seems like they were set for like at least like the next 4 or 5 years. I mean, like their team is very young. The team is strong, and then also winning that Club World Cup, I thought that was going to give them a lot of confidence. But now,
Yeah,
they're starting off weak. There is like question marks being asked,
yeah,
and with all these red cards and some injuries too, I mean, like there needs to be some kind of consistency, and it's not looking good at
yeah.
this
And
rate.
it's not looking. It's really not looking good. I agree. Um, Liverpool got their first loss today. Crazy.
And it
Everyone
was
lost.
it was it was with their own medicine too. Who had a taste of their own medicine. I don't know. You
Last
realize
minute.
all 5, 6 of their games in the 80th minute, 90th minute, some type of like winner.
It
And this
hurts.
time it was
Yeah.
Eddie Nketiah, a former gunner, former Arsenal
Former
player,
gunner. So he's helping his team out.
saves the day.
And we have a new 007 in Florian Little
Florian
Uzi
Wirtz.
Verts. He's got to pick it up, man.
Wait, say that nickname again.
Oh, I'm not taking credit for the name. I follow it on Twitter.
No,
Florian Little Uzi Verts.
nah,
Twitter's
Twitter,
foul. Twitter's foul.
Instagram, bro. Y'all are
That's the
crazy,
more
bro.
innocent
What
one nicknames that
the
he's been
hell?
giving.
Oh
Search
yeah,
up
yeah,
Hater
100.
Central. Hater Central on Twitter. He's
No, I've seen the
diabolical.
stuff that they're calling Sesko, bro. Like I'm not gonna say it on the stream, but like look
Yeah.
it up. Like
Okay,
it's
I'll look
yeah.
it up. Yeah, but yeah, little. I love calling him Little Uzi Verts. Um,
Bro, what the hell?
I love the nicknames on this. Little Uzi Verts.
Oh, bro. Nah, it is crazy, bro.
Baby Isak didn't turn up today, and
Oh
Alexander the
yeah, dude,
Great,
with that the
and then
it's
Alexander
like
the
they make
Great.
him look like a skinny giraffe or something, like in the weight room.
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah, that
crazy, but
was
I'm shocked Liverpool. I didn't watch the game, obviously because there was another game, but yeah, and then
yeah.
Man City too, um,
Man City, Man
5-1.
City
So
cooked
Man
Burnley.
City did cook. So they're back. I think they're back into the title race. I think Man City are back in. I know there was like some doubts, but I mean, dude, Erling Haaland, 8 goals in the Premier League already. Ah, man, he's back in the
All
Ballon d'Or
Yeah,
conversations.
all what I'm saying is all that is to say is you just don't know, man. Like there's so much variability in this league, dude. It's like one week you think like, oh, this team is a title contender, and the next week
Yeah,
oh shoot, like were we
yeah,
too early to like overrate them or something? Like there's And then also with the players, some are starting quick, some are starting slow. Like you just can't tell.
Right. But I'm still gonna pick on the Man City too. I know I said Man City were gonna win, and I think they're probably still in it.
Mm,
Because I don't think Liverpool's been that great, and they probably got their first. But who knows? Maybe this is their first real like humbling and awakening experience. Like, hey, it's time to step up now. You've
yeah,
been really poor. So, but yeah, I think they're still in it. Arsenal obviously going to still be in it as well. They have to play tomorrow, so they'll probably jump into second place and be 2 points behind Liverpool. But that
Liverpool.
again, who knows? Tomorrow they play against Newcastle, so
Oh,
we'll see. We'll see how they do, and they play at St James's Park.
yeah.
So we'll see how they'll be able to manage that. And then yeah, that's really for the Prem. That's what I got. Um, unless there's any other news that you want to talk about.
I got nothing on my end. Let's talk
Yeah,
about
nothing.
the
Give
the
me
other.
1 second.
Why is that?
Flipping the hat.
Okay.
You woke up at 7:15 to watch that shithole. I woke up
Right.
at 17 to watch some fuckery, and I'm bringing out the French for this. Let me read the people the stats,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm not pulling up anything on it. I just want you to understand how poor this Atletico Madrid side has been. They opened up the league campaign with a 2-1 loss to Espanyol.
Right.
Then they drew 1-1 to Elche. They drew 1-1 to Alaves. They won 2-0 against Villarreal. Credit to them, their first win of the season. Then they lost 3-2 to Liverpool, and I think for that one I give them credits. They went to Anfield and Llorente scored 2 goals against Liverpool. Then they drew 1-1 to Mallorca, and then they needed a hero from Julian Alvarez to win 3-2 against Rayo Vallecano. So from what I'm looking at, there's only been twice this season where they scored more than 2 goals. Right?
And I believe they were like 12th or 14th at one point
Yeah.
in La Liga.
Yeah, they were 12th and 14th. And they were out of the top 4.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then
you know what this fucking Madrid team do?
entered September 27th, 2025.
We concede 5 goals to this Atletico Madrid team. I woke up 7:15, had 5 hours of sleep because I couldn't sleep of how nervous and excited I was because I was thinking to myself, is this like it's funny because the last episode I said I said they would probably drop points because this is going to be the first big test
Mm-hmm.
from the few games that they've been playing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jude is coming back. Camavinga's coming back. I don't trust 2 of their players in a high intensity game like that, being Arda Guler and Franco Masantono. And even if you do bring in Jude and Camavinga back, they're not fully fit yet because obviously it's a high intensity derby. And we know from history, Atletico Madrid hate us with everything in their single guts. If you were to put money on a game for whatever bets you want to do, Atletico Madrid versus Real Madrid, put money on Atletico Madrid to get a result because that's been the trend for the last ever since they moved. Yeah, historically, ever since Cholo came into that side, they just hate us. They hate us with every grudge of their blood and there's literally anti-Madridismo in their blood. In their blood, it's infused. It's infused. Their DNA is 99% anti-Madridismo.
Yeah.
And it makes me sick to my stomach that they play like this. Because I guarantee you, if this was a Barca, if this was even a Champions League final, they are not playing with this intensity like this against us. Shoot, even a semifinal to make a final, they would not even play with this amount of intensity. But God forbid, if this is even if they're in the relegation battle and they're out and they have to play against Madrid, you know damn well they're gonna put all their blood and sweat and tears just to ruin it. Just to ruin
Mm-hmm.
it. They hate us. And you know what? Props to them. I give them their respect. Because here's the 3 words I said. They out hustled us, out dogged us, outplayed us, and out coached us. I'm gonna go from the whole lineup to the coach. Thibaut
Mm-hmm.
Courtois. Do better. The free kick, put a stronger hand. If I'm gonna go on what's the Man United's goalie on the stronger hand, he needs to put a stronger hand on the penalty on the last 2 goals that we conceded, on the penalty and the free kick. That was poor. Stronger hand. Danny Carvajal, poor. Couldn't move the ball. Eder Militao, but before the injury, even before the tackle that he got that twisted his ankle and got him out the game, he looked slow and out of it, out of focus, outran, outpaced.
Mm.
I'm going to go to the last 2 defenders for last. Our midfield. Zeros. Horrendous. Tchouaméni, invisible. Nothing. And you know what makes me mad? The players that that were probably our worst players, I have been glazing them for like the last month, and I had a video ready to post about how good they are, and look what they make me. I look like an idiot. Valverde, I'm about to go to you last 2. Arda Güler, props to you, man. I think Arda Güler props. You know, there was a lot of doubt, and even for myself, about how he will be able to be in these high intensity games, because physically this is a tough game, and he came out and shut me up. Now, I'm not saying that he should be a guaranteed starter for the whole year, because I still have my doubts on him and how he can maintain these high-intensity games, Champions League games, and whatever it may be. But today, I give you my respects a lot, because he went in and showed up. And if he didn't show up, oh my Lord, this might have been a 5-0 disaster class. Mbappe was invisible, but again, I think the problem is when you're going up against this Atletico Madrid team, there's no space to give you. Yeah. There's no space. So you're not going to be running in behind the whole time because you have 5 defenders on you, which is why I think he put Jude in just to maybe help alleviate that, to have a presence in the box. But again, it's just not good enough. Vinny, I think, had a good start, but I think just like the entire team after the second goal, with the 2-2 goal that went in, because Madrid were down like 1 goal, then we went up 2-1. And I was in La La Land. I was like, yes, we've been playing so bad for the first 10, 20, 30 minutes that we're up 2-1. Oh, my God, this is beautiful. And then we conceded that silly goal because the 3 players I want to call out. Dean Huijsen, bro. What was that, man? That was bad. Now, I'm going to cut you slack because this is your first derby and you're 20. And you know what? A derby is just probably even more scary than a classic. I'm being for real.
But like
the fan base is
wasn't he supposed to be your best center back?
And he was bad, which is why we lost. No, I'm criticizing him, am I not? But one game is not going to change my opinion on it. This one game, he was just absolutely atrocious. Just atrocious. That second goal made me so mad. Pissed me off. Because you're 6'5", man. What are you doing getting on bully like that? Jump. Leap. Come on, man. Do better than that. That was awful. His distribution was awful today, and it has been the last few games. But I don't know if it's the system or I don't know if it's just his confidence. But you know what? Look, man, he's 20. I cut him slack. But I'm not cutting him slack for the next derby. I'm not. Especially when I came to figure out that he was playing 2K at 2 a.m.
Wait, what? I'm sorry,
Fuck
what?
you, 2K. Yeah, he was playing 2K at 2 in the morning.
What?
Before the derby.
The night before the derby. Last night.
Playing 2K. So 2K, fuck you. I hate that game.
You learned your French today, huh?
I'm mad. My team.
Have you been hitting Duolingo, man? What's good with this? This is like a new set of Jeffrey, man.
I woke up at 7:15 with 5 hours of sleep.
I woke up at 6:45 to watch this game.
That's why I'm good for you, bro. Look, but we lost 5-2 to Atletico Madrid, man.
Yeah,
we conceded 5 goals to a team that we always get bitched by, that always turns up against us, and they haven't even scored more than 2 goals in the league. We conceded 5. The worst players on the field were the players that I was glazing for the last 3 weeks. I had a video on the next player I'm talking about, Alvaro Carreras. I was talking about how, like, thank you United for selling me him, and he was probably the worst player on the field. He looks slow. He couldn't control it. Bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you.
You're good. You did more than Alvaro Carreras, bro.
Huh?
in that sneeze. That was way more stronger than anything he's
That's
done this whole.
crazy, dude. That's some
He couldn't
crazy.
out. He got cooked by Giovanni Simeone. He
Coach
got
yourself.
cooked by Giovanni Simeone.
I
He
mean, dude,
got cooked by
Giovanni
the kids'
Simeone. Do you know
coach.
who his dad is, bro? You know who his dad is?
I'm not talking about his dad. I'm talking about the player, the son. He's
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
And he got cooked by him. I mean, he made him look like Iron Robin. He made him look like Danny Alves. He got outran, out hustled. And the one thing I'm going to talk about too, because I'm just criticizing the players now. But Alvaro Paredes, man, what was that? He looked slow. He looked so slow. He looked out of it. His touches were awful, and those dribble moves that he was doing at the beginning of the year just went out the door. I don't know what I saw. He couldn't complete anything. Now I don't know if it was his first derby. He was nervous. He was like, oh God, oh my God, like the moment like. And again, this is where I give Atletico Madrid a lot of credit. I think they outpressed us and outdogged us, out hustled us, outplayed us, out hated us. And I'm about to go to that point. Hate. I'll go back into that. But man, Alvaro, bro, I'm praying to God, never again don't want to see that. I'm hoping this is a awakening call. And the third player, Fede Valverde. Time's ticking, brother. Time's ticking.
Oh, wow.
I love this guy. I love him. But this whole year, question marks on Federico Valverde. I love the guy. He's a dog. He's a runner. He sacrificed so much. And I'll never talk bad about him. I'll never say, I want you on my team. I want you.
Yeah.
I'll never say that because he's a valuable player. He's a valuable piece.
Mhm.
But, man, dude, this season has he been bad. And I think part of the reason why he's been bad is I think he's a player. See, this is what I mean. Systems and coaches matter a lot, and team culture matters a lot because
For sure.
I think for him, this is a new system that he's playing under. A chaotic, a structured system where you need to know how to turn the ball, where to be, your positioning, how you win the ball back, how you progress the ball forward, your passing, your decision making, and everything. Federico Valverde in the past few years has been part of systems where he's in a chaotic system, where he's like, okay, especially with Carlo, not with Zidane. Kind of with Zidane too, but like he was not really a starter like that. He just came off the bench and provided energy or like from the midfield when we needed to. But
Right.
and that was when he was younger and even way more quicker before. But he wasn't a starter like that. But this year he's in a system now where I think his on ball abilities and off ball abilities are really put into test. Because last year's he would be on the right hand side, going up and down, up and down, up and down, helping out the right hand side, whether he'll be a winger at times or be a right back at times or be in the middle, helping out defensively and in structure as well. But this year it's like no, now you have to play in midfield now. You have to be structured because now we have a 3-back system, or we have the right back who can track back properly. This year, I think he's in a system now where it's like you need to do better in terms of positioning, in terms of winning the ball back, in terms of passing and everything. And I think that's one of the reasons why he's looked so rough, and obviously physically as well. I mean, the guy has been our road runner for like the last 3 years now, and that's so taxing for a player like that, especially for a player that hasn't gotten that much amount of rest or injuries for that matter. So I think we're starting to look at him where he's just looking a bit out of it, man, a bit out of it. And I think question marks are going to be coming into whether or not he should be dropped or played as a right wing back in a way where he can be that system where he's up and down. Because I think that's what he's best at. Just going up and down, be chaotic, where you can be a right winger or a right back.
Yeah, I have a question. So you wouldn't say he's like a box-to-box midfielder then?
It's complicated because I don't think so. I don't. And I thought he would be able to do that. But we've seen in these games where he's playing box to box, and even in certain situations where he's moving as a six, which is like the CDM, if you want to as in the middle, he just doesn't look that great, and he's never really, been that great either. Yeah, no, the ghosts coming at me, the flashing lights, the
Flashing
souls
lights, baby.
Flashing lights are coming at me. They're mad that I'm criticizing Valverde right now, but even through that, like, he just hasn't been that great. I think it's positioning. His passing hasn't looked great. And you saw with the fifth goal, I mean, I don't know what the hell he was doing. That really made me mad. And he's had these moments now, even since last year, where he just makes these careless errors. And it's sad to see that because I don't want to see that from him. I don't
Hmm.
want to see that. I don't know
Well,
if they're gonna drop him, but
what I
there,
was gonna say is, say if situations doesn't improve, and say he can play box to box midfield. Do
get
you
away!
know
No, no,
who
no, no,
need
no,
a
no, 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 no! Stay
do
away!
you do
No,
you
stay
know who
away!
needs a box to
No,
box
no, no,
midfielder?
no! Stay away! Stay
I'm just
away!
saying, he
Never
would
mind. He had a
not be
10
the
out of 10
type of guy.
performance.
He would not be the
Stay
type of
away.
guy to stay and rot in the bench, kind of like
No,
our Kobe Mainu, right? We can agree. We can agree on that.
he would
He's in
not
the
work in
starting
this
11
United team.
for Uruguay. January is coming up pretty soon. If things does not improve by then,
Stay
I'm just
away.
saying. I'm just saying.
Stay away.
There
Stay.
there is a there's a pathway.
Stay away.
We loved your Casemiro. He was awesome for that year.
Maybe when Valverde's officially
And
washed. Maybe then.
Casemiro then was like what, 31, 32. Fede Valverde is only 27.
Yeah.
He can
Stay away.
easily give us another 4 or 5 years.
Stay
He's
away.
not gonna he's not gonna make us
Stay
cost
away.
like 100 million because he's 27. Maybe like
Stay
60.
away. Stay away.
I'm just
He could
saying.
stay.
I'm
No,
just saying.
look, I'm just
Then
saying
play
he's been
him.
poor this year. No,
Then
I'm just
play
saying
him.
he's been poor this year, but he can come off
Yeah.
the bench and be an amazing
And
factor in
and
this
and
team.
if Xabi Alonso does not see him as a good fit, or his performance doesn't continue to improve,
It would hurt
I'm
me to
just
see him
saying,
go.
man. There's a
But he has
certain
been poor.
certain
I
city,
love the
certain
guy.
team
He's
in the in
he's
the
on
northwest
he's on
England.
my computer screen. I have his
Hmm.
jersey.
Yeah.
I love the guy. I love him to death. He's an idol of mine, but he's
No,
just
no,
been
no. I know, I
bad.
know, I know you love the guy. I know, like we've had this conversation before. I love the guy too. I'm a big admirer of him. That's why if he's not,
Yeah, sure.
if
So those
he's
are the three players.
if people are unsatisfied in that Los Blancos, there's another team, Los Rojos, if I may, that
Like
he
your
might
Spanish.
shine.
Have you been on Duolingo too? You've been hanging out with Eduardo too much. Huh?
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. I also feel like I just always had good like Spanish pronunciations.
You do.
I
You do, honestly. You do. You have great.
I
We, we,
try,
we've,
I
we've
try.
hanged out a lot. But
Yeah.
those are the three players I was really just disappointed with. Valverde, I think one of them, I
Hmm.
think did not close the lines real properly. Defensively was horrendous today, and offensively just didn't deliver anything. Um, I think, and for Jude, yes, I think Jude was poor, but again, this is why I said he should have not started. No way I would have started him, and I was shocked to see that he started because he was not ready for that game.
Who would you have
Not
started
ready.
instead then?
I
Because I
would
feel
have
like
probably
Jude
started Franco. Franco, I probably would have started.
really. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know, man.
mean,
Because I feel
either
like
way,
Jude would be the type of player to like kind of start, because you need like a midfielder that brings that energy, and he's
but he
like
didn't.
low-key like physical too.
No,
He's pretty physical.
but he
He wins
didn't.
the
That's the
ball.
problem.
Oh
No, but he didn't this game because again, he's not
yeah,
ready. He's just not. I'm excited to see him back, but this is
yeah,
a game where I think Franco and you could have bring him onto the bench, off the bench, and have him be a game changer. Be like, oh, maybe come in for the box, create, bring some cojones into this team. He's one of the few leaders that I actually like. Him
yeah.
and Carvajal, the only two people that I can actually see screaming at players and just getting them to get up the ass and start running. But yeah, Fede, Carreras, and Dean Hoyson disappointed, and it's a wake up call. It's a real wake up call, and maybe we needed this. It's a big humbling too. I was hearing treble. I was hearing all this crap. No, stop that. Um, and I was hearing Alvaro Carreras is like the best. I said he's been amazing this year, but no way I would have said he's like the best left back in the world. That's just, no. There's other players better than him. So this is a wake up and a humbling call, and just to say, you know what, we need to be better. We need to be better. But here's the main thing I want to talk about from this game, and I've been, having these thoughts about this Madrid team
Hmm.
for the last, I think, 2 years now.
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years
Okay.
since I think.
Since the 24 Champions League win, is that what you're referring
Yeah,
to,
since
or
then, after that, when we
okay?
lost, I think slowly lost these amazing leaders that are a Ronaldo
So
first of
close.
all,
Yeah.
a Kroos, a Ramos.
Hmm.
I think he was the most important. A Ramos, a Benzema. People don't think Benzema's a leader, but he was a leader on the field. A composed leader, a dog, but a composed, calm leader who would fight for the badge. You had Kroos leave then the next year, and then you were gone without Carvajal even for a year too last year. I think there is a big mentality problem in this club.
Ooh.
There's a big mentality problem.
Mm.
We've seen it in the Clásico from historically even. We've seen it in the Clásico. We get outplayed, out hustled, and out hungered. And one of the reasons towards that is because there's hatred. There's a player knows that this is a rivalry. They know, they feel it. It's not like you need to be told that. You just feel it. Like you're part of the fan base. And this is what I give credit to Barca and Atletico. And you saw it today with the You saw it with the atmosphere. Boom! Screaming, chants. You got the whole stadium talking shit. You got players getting into players' head, diving, trying to get into the battles,
Mm-hmm.
trying to fight for the ball, running. You had Julian running. You had Sorloth running, and his name is Sorloth, and he was running like a road runner.
Yeah.
You had Koke running, getting into a player's head, bullying, fouling. You had Lenormand being a bully. You had Oblak talking crap. You had Julian. Giovanni in there kind of getting into a player's head and running, and he's a right winger, and he was going up and down. He was defending like crazy. Yeah, and in Barca, same thing. You have Gavi going in, putting a hard tackle. You have Lamine Yamal talking smack and going at your player one-on-one. Boom. You have Pedri, who's a dog now, too, in the midfield. You had Rafinha talking smack. You had Ronald Araujo being a dog. You have Hansi Flick being a dog when it comes to being an offensive masterpiece in terms of pressing. Atletico are dogs. Barca are dogs. They always come in with that intensity, that hatred to go out and win these valuable games that we as a fan base, and I'm talking about we fan base, and we Madridistas care about. But for the last few years now, with this core group of players, young and talented, gifted players that, can win you games. They will win you probably a champion. We've seen that. But where's the fight, man? Where's the fight? Where's the hatred? Where's the intensity? Where is that? Where's that game where, you know what, you're like, I'm so sick of this guy getting in my head. How do we go out there and be dogs, but composed animals, composed beasts? We had Ramos and Benzema and Kroos and Marcelo even and Pepe and I'll take Carvajal because he's playing, but Ronaldo and Benzema. These were dogs. These were mentally the toughest sons of you-know-what in the planet Earth. But besides that, they were mentally composed because they knew what to do. This group of players, I'm concerned about. Because this is another game where I'm like, dude, we were out-hustled. We were outplayed. Mainly out-hustled. Because technically and talent-wise, we're better than this team. We know that. Because we've shown it consistently throughout the league and the moments that we've had. But where's the dog in this team, man? Besides Jude, maybe, I don't see no dogs. I don't see no animals.
Not even Fede Valverde.
No. Fede's a dog, but physically, in terms of just him being running. But I'm talking about mentally composed. Vinny today and Alvaro. What was that? Giovanni got into your head. He got into your head. Every time he came in for a tackle, boom, you got into your head. You're going to foul him. You're going to hit him. No. Just go at him. Go at him one-on-one. If you're getting fouled and kicked out, get up. You're like, all right, foul me more harder. Instead, you're like crying about whether the foul was there or not. Just get up and run back. How can we not press? Close down. We look so lethargic today. We look lethargic. We did not look like we wanted it. We didn't want it. And that's what makes me mad with these big games that are in the Liga. And I'm talking about like against Barca, against Atletico, more specifically. We do not out-hustle them. And that's making me really, really mad. Because they should know, for being the biggest team in the world, we cannot be out-hustled like that. We can't. With the players that we have, we can't be doing that. Mentally, I'm concerned about this team. And the other thing too, big game mentality. I'm concerned about that now. We've lost Ramos. We've lost Benzema. We've lost Cristiano. We lost Kroos now. Modric I forgot about Modric. Modric was an animal. An animal. Because he was composed. But a dog and a fighter. These players, I'm getting really concerned now. Where in these big games, talking about La Liga mainly, and even in against
Yeah.
Arsenal too. Where's the mentality?
What I
Where's the
will
fight?
say though, I'll add one bit about this is that Franco's 17, Arda's 19, Mbappe just joined. Like who else from the backside? Dean
Dean
Howson,
Navarro.
Alvaro Carreras. These guys. These are new guys. Takes some time. I get it. Like when you put that Blanco, especially like for Dean Howson, he grew up a Madrid fan, so he like grew up. Those Atletico Champions League finals games were his childhood. Like what he
That's
was
just
like
how.
8, 9,
But this
10
is
years
what I
old.
mean when I say. But this is what I mean when I say. I know you can say give them time, but this is not about time. You should know this before you if you say that you love this club,
Hmm.
which again brings question marks to we have talented players, we do.
Right,
There's no
right.
question. We made the right signings, but mentally, are these the right players? Are these the serial winners? Come on now, Dean
I
Huijsen.
think
You
yeah.
shouldn't need if you're saying on a podcast that Ramos is your idol. These are the games where like I want to see you be more aggressive at least.
Mm.
Be more focused. You're playing 2K before the
Yeah,
before the derby.
that was a bad decision
No,
making
it's
on
easy
his
for me
part.
to say. Now it's easy for me to say these type of things because I'm not a professional player and I'm not in their situations. But maybe that's just the old head in me. Maybe
Well, what
because I
I'm what
grew
I'm
up
saying
watching it.
is, yeah, what I'm saying is like, even I mean, you probably know this, like Real Madrid, especially when Ronaldo first joined, like you guys were like low-key kind of struggling. The like Luka Modric wasn't as good as like people thought he was. Tony Cruz right away, like it took him some time to settle. Like Ramos, I mean Ramos has been with the club since 2005. Like these
Yeah,
guys, Marcelo too. Like these guys, same thing. I think they were like you could see they had talent, but that mentality, it's not an easy thing. Like I could be like, yo, I grew up being a Man United fan. I've seen how horrible we've been the last 10 years. I couldn't see my club win a Champions League or a Premier League in front of my eyes with the TV or at Old Trafford, and I'll do whatever it takes to win. I'll run, I'll outpace everybody, I'll tackle everybody, like whatever. But once you're there in the field, and once you're like, in the stadium, in the environment, 50, 60, 70,000 fans like crying out, like not crying out, but like screaming your names out, saying like whatever horrible things they can, chanting the crap out of their teams, the passion. Dude, it's a different game. It's a different game. And you could say, however, like, oh, they should be ready. Like it just takes time. Like as unfortunate as it is,
I know
it just
that.
takes time.
I hear
Now,
you. I hear
now,
you.
now, what I will say though is like this is where guys like Vinny, yes, I know he's like only what 23, 24, but
Oh, those
he's
those are the
he's
players
seen
I'm
it.
calling out.
He's seen it, right? So he's the one where he's
Chouameni too
supposed to
and
lead and be
Valverde.
like, and yeah, Chouamini and like Valverde. These are the guys that are like, hey, like it's gonna be a full on war, 90 minutes. 90 minutes, that's all I ask. A fight, of power, of passion, of every single thing you get. 100% is not enough. That's gotta be 120%. And even then, it's like you still gotta like inch out and give even more to win the possession, to win the pass, to win the shot, whatever it is. You gotta like go over, deliver, and beyond. But
Right.
that's where what I meant is like this is where your leaders have to like
Yeah.
step up and
And
show.
and yeah, and that's who I'm really more so calling out. I'm talking about
Yeah,
those players. Um, and here's my counter argument to the youth thing. I've seen Barca 17-year-olds go out there and kick ass.
yeah,
I've seen that. Why can't we do that? And I'm not saying you have to go in and like just outskill it. No, I'm just saying just put some cojones in there
yeah.
and put a fucking foot in there. I'm
Mm,
sorry if I've been cursing. I'm sorry, but it's like I have to emphasize this. Put a fucking foot in there because this is not gonna be a battle won through just technical. No, you gotta outrun these guys. You know that the derby is gonna be hard. Go outrun these people. Fight with them. Obviously, don't lose your head. Know how to fight, but
yeah,
also fight. You know what I'm saying? Intelligently fight these guys.
yeah.
Don't be. They couldn't win any 50-50s. They couldn't win a single tackle. This is what I mean when I say effort. But yeah, like you said, this is why I counter to those. This is their first classic. There's 17-year-olds that I've seen come in there. They score their first goals and they're out
Yeah,
running and stuff. So that's why I'm disappointed with Alvaro, because even then he's not like the 7. He's a 23-year-old.
yeah.
Dean Hoyson, he's a 20-year-old, and he's been playing in the Prem, which is again a tough league to play in. He's played in these nation league games or whatever.
But at the
So
same
I
time,
want to
you
see
know, like
better.
for House, it's just like he's played with Bournemouth. You know, he didn't have to play
No,
in
I
like
know
any
that.
high
I know
stakes
that. And
games.
it's a
So like,
different. That's why I cut them slack, because I get that. That's their environment and it's new now. It's like, okay. Now we but Chouameni,
mhm,
Valverde,
yeah,
Vinny,
Jude, Vinny,
even
right?
Mbappe, Jude. Well, Jude is always gonna give me 10 out of 10. I know Jude was trying out there because I know Jude. Jude is always a player that
Yeah,
in these big games, even if he's not fine technically or on it with his passing, whatever, you know damn well he's gonna go out there and win the fucking ball back and go out and tackle and put a damn foot in. I know even
right.
you know what, I like Franco today. You know, and this is why I would have liked him to see him start, because this is a player that's played at River, one of the most toughest grounds to go to and derbies to play in the world,
Yeah,
because everyone's going at your neck as an 18-year-old. So I knew that when he goes to this Wanda place, I knew that's gonna be butter for him, and he showed it, you know. But he did lose his head at the end of the game where he kicked the ball out, whatever. But he was trying
yeah.
and he was fighting, he was running, he was going out there, and another thing too, he's Argentinian. You know what they give these Argentinians? Man. They eat meat. Um,
Oh, they'll
the
they'll
the,
they'll
the
bring it to
mate
you.
and they'll bring it to you because physically they'll be on it,
Uh,
and you know, like physically they're and stamina wise they'll be on it. But Vinny, man, I was disappointed with how lost his composure again, in a few certain moments. I don't want to see that again, man. And that's one of the come on, like I don't need to see you. We haven't had these conversations, but again, went back to that. And Chomeni just looking invisible in these big games. I need him to step up. I need that fight, man. Casemiro was a dog. I forgot about him too. He was a dog. And that was the defending. People talking about, oh, I would have kept Casemiro over Chouameni. I was like, I don't know about that. You know what, man? At least Casemiro would have fought today.
mhm.
Would have gave a little tackle and they'd be like, yeah, a little smart foul and be like, don't
Get that
touch
little
me.
yellow. Yeah,
Remember that game when he was at United and Gavi was trying to press up on him and Casemiro stood up his ground. He said, what are you looking at? Give him a hard foul. That's what I
hmm,
want, man.
yeah,
I don't want these soft players. And I know they have it to be in it mean. They can be mean, but I don't want.
hmm,
I want them to be mean, but smart as well.
yeah.
I don't want this like kind. Ooh, gimme. No, come on. Where the dogs at? Let's go out, run. Go run.
I mean, they have an opportunity to show it in a classic though. Which, speaking of, when like, is it in October? Because usually you guys
There's
play a
October.
Classico in October.
There's
It is
October
in
right after the
October.
international. Yep,
Oh, would you look at? Oh yeah, October 26th, right after a
26.
champs game too. That's crazy against
That is
Juve.
crazy. Mm-hmm.
But
It's a tough one.
both
We
games
failed
are
our first game. We failed our first test of this tough schedule that we got.
both games are going to be at the Bernabeu. So like, you know, there's that opportunity that we were talking about. Like you went out there, you know, you got your taste, you got your lick of this derby and how unfriendly it is.
Yeah,
And now it's going to be even more intense from now on. It's going to be even worse.
yeah.
Everybody's going to be at your neck, you know, after this drubbing and after how, like, sure, you guys are still first place, but it's like, are we really playing at
No,
our best?
after
Are we
yeah,
are we really, you know, like in the champs? Like if we continue to
yeah,
be shaky and be a little shaky again
yeah,
in La Liga, like, you know, teams like Barca, Juve, like,
yeah.
yeah, they're gonna get it out of you. So
They
that's
are.
where, you know,
They are
these
indeed.
guys, they have to. Yes, it's a young team and everything, but they gotta like learn quick. They gotta adapt quick. They gotta
Mm-hmm.
go and show a little bit of that cojones that you were talking about,
Yeah.
like sooner than later.
Yeah,
So
and I think tactically as well, the team just was set up poorly as well. I'll mention that. I think I'm gonna give a shout to Xabi Alonso as well. I think today with starting Jude, I think that was just wrong, and then taking out Arda in the last
mhm.
20 minutes was just one of the stupidest things I think I've seen him done this whole year. That was just dumb. But and not bringing in Gonzalo Garcia, who I would have liked to see him, because again,
Mm,
I knew this was gonna be a trouble because we have two players and the striker that's not a dominant aerial presence. Last season when we played against, not last season, but the year before, when we beat Atletico Madrid, we had aerial threats. We would dominate these guys through the air, because you know why? Because we can't go and through the freaking middle. We can't go through the middle, because through the middle we can't outrun them. The only way you really put presence and dominance is through an aerial threat. So I don't know why Gonzalo Garcia did not get any minutes today besides the last 3 minutes. He should have came on in the 20th second and with 20 minutes or 30 minutes left even. That's why I think Jude should have been more inside instead of on the left-hand side, more inside, more towards the middle. So he can crash the box because you know why? Jude is amazing at crashing the box. So I think that's where he got it wrong. And I'm hoping he learns from this and defensively too. Wake up call. Headers again. Can't believe we get dominated in the air like this, man. Every time. And we have 6'1", 6'3", 6'5" center backs, and we still get dominated like this. That's bad.
Yeah.
But everyone was bad. Everything besides maybe Mbappe and Arda. I think everyone was just disappointing.
Yeah, it's just like
Just
same with like United too. It's like you can't like point at one person, two
This is everything.
people.
It was just everything.
It's a whole setup. It's a whole team. You know, like the team plays well, you win games, you play more confident. If the team gets shaken up like this, you know, you kind of doubt yourself. But at the end of the day, you have to be more confident at your stuff. Like you said, you know, these guys are all talented. They have it in them. That's how I believe in these United guys too. I think they're super talented. They have it in them. Just go out there and show it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. And
just go out there and learn quickly. Just go out there and get that experience, but make that experience, learning
and
experience
learn
useful.
from it. Learn. That's why learning is so
grow
important.
from it. Growth mindset.
Practice
you know?
it. Right.
Let's go.
And that's why I agree with you. I agree with you because when Madrid, you are right. When Madrid signed these talented players, we were not that great. I mean, it took us almost when we signed Ronaldo, Benzema, Xabi Alonso, Kaká, and Ozil. That was in 2009. We didn't show our dominance until 2012. So that was 3 years. Just showing that and getting the right manager. And even so, with Mourinho, we had problems.
Like, you know,
even
Mourinho
then we had 2014, enough. And then we had a rough year in 2015, and then we went on that run 2016.
And then Zidane, right?
Right, let's see that. So
and
it's
like guys got back Carlo, and then they went on another like little run too.
Little run too, because we had still the main leaders on that with Benzema, Modric, Casemiro.
Right.
And then I don't know how we did it in 20.
So you know, all that is to say, setup takes time, but
takes
these
time.
guys.
I'm not gonna throw the towel and be like, the season's done. I want all of them gone. No, I'm just saying, can we put some fight in next time? Can we learn from our mistakes? And hopefully this is a humbling experience where it's like, next time you better not be doing this, because who knows, maybe against Barca we look better.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Atletico Madrid is probably, I don't want to say it's tougher than Barca, but man, mentally it's a challenge, man. We cannot win that team, bro. At that stadium too. Even at that stadium, even at home, we can't beat them. They just play like they're drug test them. Drug test them. They're giving something. They're giving something. They're giving something.
All right.
They cannot stop running, but
I think
obviously I'm joking. But that's all I got, man. Madrid really United.
Disappointing. Both teams, they gotta step it up. Well, one team needs to really, really step it up. They want to continue the season going and keep their manager. The other one, they're still, even though they're in the learning process, they're still doing fine. I think for the most part. It's just this one was like a kick in the cojones,
kick in the.
Yeah,
but
so
I think that's it. We got Champions games coming up, but for anybody listening to this episode, hopefully the next time we record, we will be interviewing a special player, or I will be recording an episode in a special country.
Oh, what could that be?
Where could starts with an A, starts with an A, and ends with an A.
Aritra.
The nation of Eritreas.
bro's gonna land in me and record a podcast. Can you believe that, chat? Can you believe that?
No, and it's not. Can you believe that's crazy? But yeah, hopefully just watch out for the next few episodes. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be fun. Watch out for the new an Instagram account too. All the new content we'll be making when I'm down.
Oh yeah.
In a specific country. It's gonna be fun. But thank you, Mr. Aritra, Acharji.
Always a pleasure, brother.
Happy that you've resolved everything. You're back.
Yeah.
Episodes. Hopefully we get you with Kieran once.
Yeah, dude, I'd love it.
And quick question before, and then we'll end it off with this.
Yeah.
What's your prediction once United win 5 games in a row? What's the haircut that the United trend guys?
Dude, I feel like you just gotta go full on like Beckham bald, bro. at that
Beckham
point. Like
bald.
you just have to deal with that hair for so long, dude. Like I think you need some time without any single
Y'all
hair.
are
Like just
people who say that the buzz cut. Y'all are cop out. Those are cop out answers.
buzz
You'll
cut.
create
I'm
it.
not saying buzz cut, bro. I'm just going like full on bald.
Oh, full on. Oh, bald. Oh,
Yeah, bro. Like I'm talking like Beckham bald, like from 2001, bro.
oh God.
2000,
Vin Diesel.
2001. Yeah, like
All right.
get rid of it, man. You don't need hair. You already had a lot of hair. You probably poor guy probably had to spend like 50, 100 pounds extra just for like hair care products and all that, just to
Oh
like
God.
even contain it. Like I shout out to him, man. And also like as Kobe was saying, like it's tough to win like 5 Premier League games in a row. It's only really like
It
the
is tough.
top teams like Pool,
Right.
Arsenal, City might do it, but like United, given how we are at, like, I feel like he needs to like get it down to 3, and even
Yeah.
then, that could be like a solid challenge, given like we're only playing prem games, so it takes like almost a month just to play like 3, maybe 4 games.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. But thank you.
Thank
Um,
you
had a
for
great
bringing me
episode.
back
Good therapy session for our little disaster classes of our
for
teams,
sure.
just ruining our Saturdays. But
Yeah,
thank you. You've been listening to the ninth episode of the Outlaw Podcast. Please tune into our Spotify account, YouTube to watch the full clips, and our Instagram and TikTok accounts as well. If you want to see any reels or clips, any arguments, discussions that you want to have, or we can bring onto the show, just let us know. But yeah, thank you, and have a good rest of your Saturday, right, Richa, and to all the listeners out there as well.
yes, sir.